What happens when cell phone towers fail and the internet is down and chaos erupts? Ham radio steps in to save the day. Let's talk about that. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Ham Shack TV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX, right here on Ham Shack TV. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get started, I want to let you know about Ham Radio Prep. Check out hamradioprep.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off their already fantastic prices on the technician, general, and extra class courses. You can also take an HF Master class, a Balfang's Basic class. Go check them out. Love their product. They do great things. hamradioprep.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off. All right, so this is the top 10 ways that ham radio will save lives in the event that communications fail. Number one is emergency communications during disasters. So that can be natural or man-made. Police and fire and all that, most of their calls come from telephones. Well, if telephones don't work, how does this work? Ham radio operators can step in and communicate directly to EOCs, which are emergency operations centers, which are typically located in the 911 building. So that's number one. Number two, supporting first responders, the same exact way. Ham radio operators can go out in the field and set up communications with individual ambulances and fire trucks, fire stations, that kind of thing. So they can be certainly a big help as well as being at the EOC. Number three, relaying information in remote areas. Where repeaters don't work, we can go out with HF, which is considered 10 meters all the way up to 160 meters and even beyond that, but I'm just going off what is commonly used. And those, you don't have to have repeaters. Good power and good propagation. You can talk all over the world if you need to. Also, organizing search and rescue efforts. Most of your ARES and RACES groups are familiar with the ICS system and things like that. So they can go out with EOC, or not EOCs, with emergency management groups, as well as fire rescue teams, and help them coordinate the rescues. Number five, one of my favorite topics, providing weather updates in real time. And as a matter of fact, today is Friday, January 10th, and y'all know my location's East Tennessee. We are currently experiencing a winter storm. So right now we have nets going on our local repeaters where we're providing updates to the National Weather Service every top of the hour. We collect information, find out how much snow has fallen and the road conditions in certain areas, and then relay it up straight to the National Weather Service. But it's not just winter weather. Tornadoes, hurricanes, things like that. We talk about the Hurricane Watch Net a lot right here on Ham Shack TV. That is a vital communication back to the National Hurricane Center in Miami about conditions in different parts of the country during hurricanes. So weather is certainly a very, very huge part of ham radio. Maintaining communications during grid failures. Again, your cell phones don't work. Well, you can communicate with other people during grid failures just by using a handy talkie. You know, you can talk maybe 150 miles with ease, very, very easily. Coordinating relief efforts. Ham radio, time and time again, has partnered up with the Salvation Army and other organizations, the American Red Cross, just to help with those relief efforts. Offering a reliable backup to modern systems. Again, cell phones, internet, things like that. We've gone, those are really modern type technologies. We don't have to have those. We've used those for many, many decades before the advent of cell phones and the internet. Ham radio is the best way to communicate. Morse code can be sent all the way across the world, and even voice communications can be sent all the way across the world. Next is educating the public about preparedness. A lot of ham radio clubs are very good about this, getting out in the community and letting them know what they're all about. So a lot of ham radio organizations also team up with the National Weather Service to put on Skywarn classes. So that's a very, very public outreach. You don't have to be a ham radio operator to be a part of Skywarn. Just go to weather.gov and search for Skywarn and find out more about it in your area. And finally, connecting communities during isolation. And we're not talking about COVID, because cell phones and internet still work during COVID. That was not impacted at all. But when it comes to there could be certain restrictions put on certain things during times of war or times of natural disaster and things like that, especially if the electricity has to be pulled down for some reason, or if it fails on its own. So let's talk about some impactful things that have happened during Hurricane Katrina. Ham radio came into big time play down in Louisiana, Mississippi during that. Many relief organizations, they had no cell phones. The cell phones did not work. And even then, that was 2005. So the technology just was not as sufficient as it is today. But even if it did happen today, you can't protect cell phone towers from a hurricane. So that's the big negative there. But ham radio came into play and saved many, many lives. People stuck on roofs and things like that during Hurricane Katrina. Same with the Haiti earthquake. When the Haiti earthquake happened, all communications were down all across the entire country of Haiti, and ham radio stepped in. And finally, especially out in California, we've been talking about this lately, it's wildfire evacuations. Ham radio can be used to help coordinate those evacuation efforts and get the word out to folks. Cell phone towers burn up, internet stations, whatever they call them. I don't even know, the head ends or whatever. Those can certainly fail during fires if they burn up. So wildfire evacuations are very, very key as well. Now, finally, here's the call to action. I want to encourage you to get your ham radio license and join this community. It's not only about emergency communications, it's also about the community. A lot of friends. I've been a ham radio operator now for 15 years, and I've made a lot of friends in this hobby, some that are local and some that are all the way across the world. So be a part of this community. Come as we come together sometimes and help during events like this. If you want to get your ham radio license, like I told you at the top of the video, hamradioprep.com. Their software is just phenomenal in teaching you what you need to know to pass your ham radio test. So go to hamradioprep.com, use coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off their already great prices. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Don't forget to check out the Ham Shack TV store right now at hamshacktv.com. Thanks for watching 73s. We'll see you on the next one. AA4WX WSEB 690.